Hello friends, in this video we are going to see velocity of sound or pressure wave in a fluid. So first of all we are going to see some of the important points related to the velocity of sound or speed of sound. Look at the first point. The disturbance in a solid, liquid or gas is transmitted from one point to another. So in the form of pressure wave, the disturbance in a solid, liquid or gas is transmitted from one point to another. So from where the disturbance is created, the velocity with which the disturbance is transmitted depends upon the distance between the molecules of the medium. So what are different mediums like solid, liquid and gas? Correct? What are the different mediums we are having? Solid, liquid, gas. Solid, liquid and gas. So second point is telling here the velocity with which the disturbance is transmitted. So velocity of transmission of disturbance depends upon the distance between the molecules of the medium. So what is the distance between the molecules of the medium? Like in solid, what is the distance between the molecules? We know that molecules are closely packed in solid compared to liquid. And in the gases, correct, molecules are separated from each other. So in case of solids, molecules are closely packed and hence the disturbance is transmitted instantaneously. Correct? In case of solids, molecules are closely packed and hence the disturbance is transmitted instantaneously. At the same time, you can see the disturbance is transmitted in case of solid. But what happens in case of liquid and gases? Look at this point. In case of liquid and gases, when you talk about the fluids, the molecules are relatively apart. Correct? You can find the distance between the molecules and hence the disturbance will not be transmitted instantaneously. Instead, it will be transmitted from one molecule to the next molecule. Correct? So the velocity of transmission of the disturbance will be lesser in the liquid and gases compared to the solid. Hence, the velocity of the disturbance in case of fluids will be less than the velocity of the disturbance in solids. Look at the second last point. The distance between the molecule is related with the density. So how much is the distance between the molecules in case of solid, liquid and gas? That is decided by the density, which in turn depends upon the pressure in case of fluids. Very important point. The distance between the molecules in the different medium like solid, liquid and gas, it depends upon the density, and which in turn depends upon pressure in case of fluids. Last point is here. Hence the velocity of disturbance depends upon the change of pressure and density of the fluid. This last line is very important. Hence the velocity of disturbance depends upon the change of pressure and density of the fluid. Because distance between the molecules depends upon the density, so we can say velocity of disturbance depends upon the density and pressure of the fluid. Let's go to the next slide. This slide we are going to see expression for velocity of sound. Expressions for velocity of sound, which is denoted by the symbol C. Expression for the velocity of sound wave in a fluid. The velocity of sound wave is defined as the square root of ratio of change of pressure to the change of density of a fluid due to disturbance. Very important equation. How can you define the velocity of sound wave? The velocity of sound wave is defined as, let us say I am writing velocity of sound wave as C. The velocity of sound wave is defined as the square root of, take the square root of ratio of change of pressure is the dP, change of pressure to change of density d rho, change of density d rho of a fluid due to the disturbance. So this is the mathematical equation we are getting for the velocity of the sound wave in a medium. Now look at this example here. So this is the piston here and this is the rigid pipe. Correct? Rigid pipe is there and a piston is there, and this piston will move in this direction, and this is L. Distance is equal to speed into time. C is the speed you can see here and dt is the small time interval, dt. So x equal to v dt. So what happens here? When the piston will move to this position, it will generate a disturbance, or you can say the pressure wave front will move in this direction with the velocity c. The pressure wave front will move in this direction with the velocity c, and then this will be the distance traveled. This is the distance traveled by the wave front, correct? And this is the wave speed. Wave speed is measured in this particular magnitude. You can see the wavelength here mentioned, crest to crest or trough to trough, and journey time is your dt. Journey time is your dt, and wave speed is propagating in this direction after getting the disturbance. So this is the disturbance created by the movement of the piston, and here you can see a sound wave coming from the speaker, and it is going in this direction with this amplitude. You can see crest and trough, the wavelength is given here, and this is the wave speed in this direction, and this is the total distance traveled in the time interval of dt. So velocity of sound c equal to dp by d rho, and the unit will be your always meter per second, as it is a speed of the sound. Let's go and see some more details about the equations of velocity of sound and movement of the pressure wave. Velocity of the sound in terms of bulk modulus, correct? So we have bulk modulus of elasticity k, bulk modulus of elasticity k. So bulk modulus k is defined as increase in pressure dp by decrease in volume to the original volume. So what is the definition of bulk modulus? Bulk modulus is defined as the increase in pressure dp to the ratio of decrease in volume by original volume. So dp by v, change in volume by original volume. So this is the equation valid for the bulk modulus of elasticity. And why negative sign is taken here? You can see here negative sign is taken with the increase of, why? Because with the increase of pressure, volume decreases. With the increase of pressure, volume decreases. You know that pressure is inversely proportional to volume, correct? With the increase in pressure, volume decreases. So this is the equation. Now we know mass of fluid is constant. Mass of the fluid is constant, so I can write mass m is equal to constant. When you say mass equal to constant, what is the formula of mass in terms of density into volume? So mass is equal to density into volume. So this is constant. Mass equal to density in volume is constant, that is rho into v is constant. Dividing the above equation, so what we are going to do in this particular topic, we are going to find out the velocity of sound in terms of bulk modulus k. In terms of bulk modulus k, that means we are going to write down the equation for c in terms of k. So mass is constant, so we can write density into volume equal to constant. This is step. After this, the first step, what we can do, differentiating the above equation, you can see rho dv plus v d rho equal to 0. This is for the constant. And then, yeah, look at this step. So dividing this by v, what we are getting, dv by v, and here you will be getting, and take this term on the right hand side, you will be getting minus 0. Okay, I will do this step, no problem. Rho dv equal to minus of v d rho, correct? Rho dv equal to minus of v d rho. So divide by the v both the side. So, or you bring this v here, dv by v is here, correct? I'll write the next step. So I can write from this dv by v on this side, along with the minus sign, it is coming this side, and d rho by rho. This is how we are getting the equation 2, correct? This is how we are getting the equation 2, this one, minus dv by v equal to d rho by rho. Now substituting the value of minus dv by v in equation 1, correct? So minus dv by v, we got this particular equation, correct? So we have to substitute this minus dv by v in equation 1. Where is equation 1? Yeah, look at this. Minus dv by v is the equation. In equation 1, you can see in the denominator part we are having. So we are going to replace this minus dv by v. So k is equal to, so our equation was, general equation was k is equal to dp by change in volume dV by original volume with the minus sign, correct? So this was the equation for K, bulk modulus of elasticity. So now we can write K equal to dP by, so minus dV by V can be replaced with this term d rho by rho. That is what we have done. Minus dV by completely replaced by d rho by rho as per this equation number 2. So now what we can write here, this rho we have taken to the numerator, rho dP equal to d rho, or we can say K by rho equal to dP by d rho. This is the main equation, K by rho equal to dP by d rho. So velocity of sound wave C, as per the definition, we know that square root of ratio of change in pressure by change in density. This we have seen. Look at this particular slide. Yeah, the velocity of sound wave is defined as the square root of ratio of change in pressure to the change in density of the fluid due to disturbance. So we already know this equation, C equal to dP by d rho. Now we got this relation, dP by d rho equal to K by rho. So K is our bulk modulus. So we can write velocity of sound also in terms of bulk modulus, correct? So this will be again meter per second. Now another topic is here, velocity of sound for adiabatic process. Velocity of sound for adiabatic process. Adiabatic means no heat transfer and PV to the power gamma equal to constant, correct? The index is gamma is known as adiabatic index. Adiabatic process is given by P rho to the power gamma, correct? And we know that V is equal to 1 by rho, correct? This V is equal to specific volume equal to 1 by rho. So we can also write P into V is 1 by rho to the power gamma equal to constant, correct? Now adiabatic process is given by the equation P divided by rho to the power gamma equal to constant, as we have seen, equation 1. Now differentiating the above equation we get, so P is equal to rho to the power gamma is minus, correct? It is to the power, you know that how to differentiate, n into x to the power n minus 1, correct? So here ddx of x to the power n is equal to n into x to the power n minus 1, correct? So this we are going to use this here. So here power is minus gamma, so n, you can see n is here, n into x to the power n minus 1, correct? Exactly, we are using this concept. Differentiation of ddx of x to the power n is n into x to the power of n minus 1. So from this we got this basic equation, minus gamma rho to the power minus gamma minus 1 into d rho plus rho to the power minus gamma as it is, this part is as it is, into dP equal to 0. Now dividing above equation by rho to the power minus gamma, throughout the equation we have to divide by rho to the minus gamma. So rho to the minus gamma is here, so it will be remaining only minus one term. So minus P, so this is minus P, you can see the cursor, minus P, gamma is there, and this is divided already, so we left with the rho to the power of minus 1 d rho, plus this side also, this is divided by this term, so left with the dP equal to 0. So dP by d rho, from this equation dP by d rho, so P gamma will be going to that side, P gamma will be going to that side, so it will become positive, and dP by d rho equal to P into gamma by rho, P into gamma by rho, correct? So how we can write this step, I will write down here, you can see. So we are having this step minus P gamma, then rho minus 1 dP, correct, is equal to, sorry, plus we are having the next step dP, this is d rho, I'll just write minus P rho gamma rho minus 1 into d rho plus dP equal to 0. So what we can write after this next step, dP is equal to plus, we are going this side, plus P gamma rho to the power of minus 1 d rho, correct? After that next step is your dP by d rho, we have to find from this equation. dP by d rho is equal to P gamma as it is, correct, P gamma as it is, rho to the power minus 1, so this rho will come down, correct. This is the equation here, and we know that PV equal to MRT and P equal to rho RT, correct. So P equal to rho RT, so P by rho equal to RT. So from this here we are having P by rho, so dP by d rho can be written as gamma RT, the final equation, correct. dP by d rho equal to gamma RT, correct. We know this equation, PV equal to RT, PV equal to RT, and V equal to 1 by rho, so P equal to rho RT. So what is P by rho? P by rho is RT. So P by rho already present here, you can see this ratio. So gamma RT, dP by d rho equal to, so P by rho is your just RT, RT is there and gamma is already there, gamma RT. So C equal to dP by d rho, this we have seen from the definition. Now for adiabatic process we are getting another equation, that C equal to root under of gamma RT meter per second, correct. So we got it here, C is equal to meter per second as the new equation for C, and C equal to root under of gamma RT, and this is for the adiabatic process, meter per second. Okay, thank you.